Waheguru Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sadly today, there was another shooting by a hate monger. Evidently, this man came into a Jewish assisted care living facility and killed 3 people. Now, I want to first extend my condolences and prayers to those family members who lost their loved ones there, and also extend our best wishes and condolences to the Jewish community, brothers in faith, and that we may all pray for these victims. I want to speak also to the Sikh community here in this video. Sikhs, we do not want to be victims of a hate crime, similar to what we had happen in Wisconsin a couple of years ago. Now, I'm here to talk about self-defense. I believe firmly that we as Sikhs should be prepared with weapons that we can meet this kind of attack with. In today's society, that means arming yourself with a firearm. Now, in many states, it is legal to have a concealed weapon if you go to the county sheriff and get a license so that you can carry a concealed handgun. I would recommend this to all Sikhs and anybody else as well, to get this concealed weapon. Any law-abiding citizen should be able to get this in places where this is legal. Most states, it is legal to have a concealed weapon if you get a license. It's not a very difficult process. You just go to the county sheriff, fill out an application, and then take the required courses, and of course then you buy a firearm, a handgun. So where I am here in Sutter County, there's a very cooperative sheriff, and I recommend, again, that all Sikhs look into this. I will tell you that I've had a lot of experience with firearms since I was 11 years old. I tried out for the Olympics in shooting at least 4 times, and I know that developing discipline with firearms and treating firearms in a safe and respectful manner is perfectly safe. A gun is not going to hurt anybody unless it's in the hands of a criminal. We as law-abiding citizens want to be able to defend ourselves and defend our families, and those that cannot defend themselves as well. It is part of our Sikh history. Our Sikh gurus told us that we should carry weapons of all kinds. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said that we should carry weapons of all kinds, and this means the most effective weapons at the time. There were a few firearms when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was alive, and there are pictures of him, or there are depictions of him, I should say, where he has a musket. So it is definitely something that is part of our Sikh history, that we should learn proficiency with firearms. Now, the other thing I would recommend to people that are especially in shops, many Sikhs have shops in places where there's a fair amount of crime. You can buy one of these, what's called a Kevlar vest. They're a few $100s, maybe $300, I think I paid for this one. And it will fit right over any clothing and be completely concealed. It's legal to use one of these bulletproof vests by legal law-abiding citizens in almost every state, I think, except one in the United States. So I would definitely recommend buying one of this. You can just look it up online, Kevlar or bulletproof vest, and then have it shipped to you. This is something I would recommend, especially if you're in areas where there's a large amount of crime. Now, I personally use a Smith & Wesson .38 caliber revolver. Now, I know that this is not the most modern firearm, but it's very, very simple. And there's a lot to be said for a firearm that's very simple to use and learn how to use. This is 5 shots, and if you use cartridges that have hollow point, then it's very effective in stopping the person if they're attacking you. You can learn more about this in any classes you take. So this weapon is very light, and as you can see, I've gotten this holster here that looks like a cell phone case. So you can see here that you can't tell that there's a revolver in there. So this is what I use when I'm carrying the .38 caliber revolver. The other thing about a revolver is that you just pull the trigger. There's no taking the safety off or any of this type of thing. So I also want to extend an invitation to anybody who would like to know more about firearms or about security in their gurdwaras or their home to call me. I'll put my phone number, my email address, my contact information in the description of this video. I highly recommend that all Sikhs, and everybody for that matter, all law-abiding citizens, should take advantage of these concealed weapons laws that are now in most states of the United States. Defend yourself, keep firearms in your house, and most importantly, learn how to use them before you go buy a firearm. I can't emphasize this enough. Like I said, I was around firearms since I was 11 years old. And my father taught us to respect the firearms and to learn how to use them. Learn how to use them before you purchase any firearms. And these classes that you take are very good. I learned a lot myself when I took this class for the CCW license, the concealed weapons license. So I would recommend that to everybody. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm telling you, there are a lot of these hate mongers out there, and today's incident proves that this is still a threat to all the minority communities like the Jewish community saw today in this incident. It's sad, but it's true. We need to be able to defend ourselves, defend our families, and defend those that can't defend themselves. It's part of our duty as Sikhs to take on this responsibility. Thank you for your time. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.